What's up, guys? Welcome. I'm Oath of War, aka Oath. This is Attack of the B Team, a wacky and fun 118 plus mod pack found on the Technic launcher. I will have a link for the Technic launcher download in the description. This particular server is the Milspec server group. This is Attack of the B Team on the Milspec server group. That being said, there will be a link for the Milspec's website in the description below. If you are a normal subscriber, please pay attention. There are going to be videos coming out for the rest of the day, the rest of this week, explaining a lot of things that are going on. But today you might be asking, well, Oath, what are you doing today? Well, what I'm doing today is I'm going to do a little bit of starting a new series, which is based on Attack of the B Team, which is going to be multi-part. And part one, it's going to be tutorials, getting started. You know, starting with a lot of people I see come on going straight into Galacticraft, straight into the more, you know, power hungry mods that you need to build up for. And the other part is going to be playthrough. It's, you know, going to be some PvP action with players, staff. We're also going to be working on a mini-map build, which is going to be based on the Flans mod, which, if you don't know what the Flans mod is, the particular Flans mod that's used here is the gun part. You know, there's Titans, there's vehicles, and there's the guns. And the guns, what we're going to do is we're going to build a Call of Duty Ghosts map. No copyright intended on that one. We're going to replicate it. I haven't decided what map yet. I haven't even decided if I'm going to go with Call of Duty Ghost. I am going to go with the Call of Duty map. I think this mod pack offers just enough stuff that I can use without using command blocks, without asking for command blocks, to basically set everything up. And hopefully we'll have fun with it. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit of a tour. As you can see, we've stepped into the necromancy a little bit. We've got a few minions. There's 5 total. 2 are missing currently. This is the altar block. We'll get into that and how to make one. I've gathered some blood. It's not infinite, sadly, but I thought I'd make a little blood fountain. We'll do some lighting. You know me, I don't have the greatest builds in the world, guys, but I can get stuff done. Here's a little bit of an energy source. We'll go into that. Today, what we're going to touch on is we're going to set up a few more furnaces. This is going to be a food plus area here. Using Rowan doors because they have the keyring. Shut the door. We've touched a little bit on the chisel mod. Here's some witchery. This is my altar currently, which we're building. This altar I'm trying to get to 13k. I don't know why, because I haven't set up any of the runes or rituals or whatever, but we've got little storage. We've got a backpack there with some items in it. Open. Open. There we go. Which we've collected some necromancy stuff. There's some mutandis. We may do a minion today. I'll have to collect some stuff, but what we're gonna do right now, grab that sand, we're gonna grab some cobblestone, and today we're gonna touch on Tinker's Construct. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna build up. I think that'll give us 6 total, which I did bring 6 lava buckets with me from my other base. This is the unsetup base. There is a setup base. I'm not going to show that one off because I don't want to. No. Anyways, what we're going to do here is, first of all, we're going to grab all the lava and go put that up. Grab up some clay and gravel. Tinker's Construct. What is Tinker's Construct? Tinker's Construct allows you to make tools, weapons, even armor that can be very powerful, very destructive, very to the point, you know, depending on what you're looking for. Like rapier, for example, ignores armors, does a kickback if you use it for block, can really tear somebody up. The cleaver, good for beheading, high damage. Battle axe, high damage. Scythe, very good mob. If you've got a bunch of spawners or you just got a bunch of mobs gathered up, very good for that. Sorry guys, having me some Pepsi in the morning. Anyways, so what we're going to do here is we're going to just load up our furnaces with lava, and then we're going to start with the basics, getting everything set. Oops. Give me that glass, we'll need that for later. Now, do I have one in each? No, I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I guess I only grabbed 6 lava buckets. Anyways, what we're going to do here is we're going to make the beginning stages of the Tinker's Construct. And I'll show you how this all works out. Grab some more sand, and I'm going to start with 2 and see what we can do. We're going to probably have a very small, very small setup here as far as what we will have ultimately. But we'll start that, that, and that. Alright, now the next thing you're going to need clay, gravel, sand, and wood, and iron. You'll need 4 iron blocks to make everything you're going to need. But that's all you need. Very simple, very easy to get started. So what we're going to do is here, yes, I have all the advanced genetic genes except a few, mainly fly. Rocking out some diamond armor. We're going to come over here and we're going to find a tree because we're going to need wood, and I don't want to tear up trees around my house. So there's a little bit of a latency, but you got to expect that with a big mod pack right now. So it's just part of it. It's the fun of it. Anyways, so like I said, we're gonna just do, I think every other episode we'll do a small tutorial about something, and then I'm not really sure how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna try to get an Attack of the Bteam episode up at least 3 episodes a week, 1 tutorial, 1 gameplay with some other people, like maybe a gunfight, and that kind of stuff. And you might need a lot of wood depending on what you're going to use it for. So the first thing we're going to do here is do that will give us 8. Do that, and we'll do 4 and 4, 4 and 4. That'll give us that, and then we'll do stencil maker, do that, do that. It's a tool station. You know what, we may need to grab 1 more tree worth of wood here, so let's find another tree we can knock out real quick. I don't want to go too close to the house. You know what I mean? I like my trees. Let's see, right here. Now, what I will be doing is I will be going back to my other setup, doing this video, and snagging some materials to use to get started. Because basically what I want to do is I want to get the small basin set up, and then show you how to do other stuff, such as creating a tool. Alright, so whoops, come here, break, there we go. Alright, so we should have a lot of stuff. Whoops, where am I going? Where is the house? There it is. Always good to have a little fire or light around your house so you know where you're going. Luckily, I've got quite a bit set up here. I've got the flaming. This is my more advanced setup. Got the brazier. I want to get like 3 of those set around and just light them all up and have the invisibility thing going on. This is my altar. And this is one altar. That's another altar. Altar. Yeah, lots of altars. Anyways, let's check on how our furnaces are doing. Stop that. I'm sure I can use concrete for something. Yeah, stop that. Anyways, what we need to find now is a book, if we have one. Nope, we don't need one. Haha, we have this. Good. Put that there and put the gravel. Alright, so getting started. This is the Materials in Use, Surviving the First Day and Beyond, Volume 1 by Skyla. Table of contents, getting started. It's several pages long, recipes. Gives you a little description. As you've seen, we made the blank patterns. We've made, oh, we haven't made that yet, so let's make that real quick. The stencil table. Oops. Alright, so that's 3 of the 4 tables you'll have, I believe. So let's click back into here. So we have the stencil table, we have the part crafter. We don't have a pattern chest yet. So we'll need another tool station. Yeah, so no, actually we've got all the tables we need. We just need to make a chest. So let's go back over here. We've got one more pattern to use up. So we'll do bam, bam, grab that up, make a chest, knock that out, hit that. And then we'll do that. And we'll do that. Alright, and we'll have all those set up. So the next spot, let's find out where we're going to put this for now. This is going to be small, and this isn't going to be big. Where do we want to put it? I don't want to put it too far away because that just becomes annoying. Alright, let's just go up here and we'll knock this tree out. I know, right? I said I didn't want to knock a bunch of trees out, and then I'm going to knock a bunch of trees out. And what we're doing is we're going to wait for that to cook up. Oh, it's going to be one of those trees. Fantastic. It's alright though. We can deal with it. Break, 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 break. Now some might be saying, oh, why aren't you doing this in survival or in creative? This is not as fun. Wow. Pull a bunch of stuff out of creative and show you how to set it up. And that doesn't show you what to actually do. And I'm not doing a big long one on this one. What I'll do is we'll get this basic setup. There we go. Break this. No, I probably will start playing with sounds on just because it'll be helpful for PvP and all that fun stuff. Because by now I'm sure someone will find out where I live if I show this off. It's not the normal people who are out here, so. But hopefully in the next couple of videos we'll have maybe a guest or two who are more experienced in some of the mods than I am. Like Tinker's Construct, not that hard to figure out. Witchery, pretty easy I'd say, but it's also... It's a creeper with a wizard's head. Alright, so we're going to do this. Bam, 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 bam. And that'll actually, you know what, we can go out like this. Alright, cool. oops, one, pardon my French. Anyways guys, as you know, I do everything raw footage. I'm not gonna heavily edit this. There will not be any extra music. I don't even think I'll put the intro on there this time, to be honest. We're just gonna play it by ear. So, first thing we need to do is, let's see what we got here. I don't even know what is cooking in there. Nothing is cooking in there. That, and that. And we'll let those finish out. Now there's other things. Oops, let's put some stuff up because we're gonna get really full on stuff here shortly. Let's put all of this away for now. And alright, we'll make do with what we've got right now. As far as making stuff, we're gonna make that's the casting table. We're gonna make the casting basin. That's the smeltery controller. Now, if I remember correctly, oh, that's seared. You know what? Let's just look. So you get through that, blah blah blah, materials. Alright, so we come, oops. Did we miss a page? No, we didn't. Alright, so now we're onto this book right here. Smeltery controller, sealed tank, 9 seared bricks, any combination of 10 seared bricks, seared blah blah blah, faucet, casting table. So, what we're trying to make right now is, oh, the seared tank. That's what we're making right now. Alright. Well, I derped that one up, didn't I? Alright, so put that there, that there, that there. Bam. Alright, so we got that. So we got the controller, we got at least 2 main components, and we'll do, whoops, don't need to do that. Oh, come on now. And we'll do a second one. Alright, that'll give us 2 of those. Now, the next step is to make seared bricks. This should give us enough for a tiny start. Alright, so we're gonna put that down there, that there. Alright, we got everything we need. So, what's our next step? Well, you've gathered sand, you've gathered gravel, you've gathered clay, you've mixed it all together, you've got your seared bricks, you've got your table set up, you've selected an area. What's next? Okay, well, here's what's next. You're going to do a small 3x3 area. And then you want to do, now see, everyone's different. I didn't bring a pick with me, so I'm gonna do it this particular way and grab that and go smeltery controller. You know what? I know exactly what I forgot. Oh wait. I know what I forgot. I'm sorry guys. Hopefully we have enough already smelted to remake. I'm a little backwards right now. Got a little ahead of myself. Please forgive me. But I don't know if there's anything in there or not. I think that should be enough. Let's grab the black book of Doom and find out. Alright, black smeltery drain. That's what we needed. Okay. We're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Really? It's just gonna make me pick a pick out today, I know it. Let's go, let's create that. Like I said, This is fun. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. Just tinkering, building stuff up. You make mistakes, but it's part of it. It's just the fun of it. I do have a sorting system at my other base. Please don't hate that I'm not using one here yet. I promise you there will be a massive storage room here with the sorting system. But you'll see a little bit of that when I go to do some other things. Alright, so what we're going to do here is, we got those, okay. So we're going to do that, we're going to do that. Place those on, place that on, we're going to put that there, and then we'll place that there. Now this comes back to where having a nifty little, dirt block will help out immensely. We'll put that there, and we'll go down. Come on. Pick it up. Alright, good. Little witch's garden down there. And what we're going to do is we're just going to leave that dirt block there because it's hard to break stuff while flying. And ta-da! That is your basic smeltery right there. Now, of course, you can expand this going upward by simply adding. Now I am going to make this one a little different. What I want to do is add some more seared. I want to add like 2 sides of seared, or well, really what I want to do is just make it all seared glass all the way around. Maybe automate it. I'm not real sure on that one yet. So we will talk more about that. Just a minute, let me look something up here real quick. So what you do is you do art, tinkers, add tinkers. And that's going to bring up all your stuff for tinkers construct. Now, I've showed you the basics of getting a smeltery started. And I will show you a much more finished product in the next video before we move on to the next step. What are we going to do now? Well, we're going to go drop this stuff off, lightning. And I'm going to show you how to make a tool. So let's drop all this off because we need one more set of items to make that before we set up our tables properly. Now, oops. Let's go over here and let's do alright, hang on, I have to fix something that I did not fix. Done. Video settings done. Multiplayer chat shown. Events only. There we go. Wasn't expecting to do alright. I had somebody making. Now, what we're going to do is, see, there's my sorting system. It's got a nice, this is a 2-part storage room. Lots of fun stuff. And great thing is even if you did look for this particular base, you'd have trouble finding it. Because it's a hole in the ground, literally. Alright, so, what do we want to make? Well, we are going to make, I think we're going to make a pickaxe. So let's grab that. Alright, there we go. So you're going to need your cast. These are cast. You make your cast with gold. What you do is you place an item from the part builder into here, pour gold. That makes a cast, and that's this little gold thing in my hand. Then you come over to if you have multiple smelters, as you can see, I have two very large ones here. Click in your controller, make sure you're using the right one. You want to use Cobalt for tools. Cobalt for tools, Manulin for weaponry. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to come into here and you're going to click on your pickaxe. As you can see, it's got the small square and the, that is a tough rod, I believe. Could be wrong. I think I have a cobalt one already made. Tool rod, probably. It's a tough rod. We may be able to use that. We'll find out. Anyways, there's that. You can use paper for an extra modifier. You go into here. Come on. Alright, so we got that. Let's click on this and let's see if this will work. It will work. Fantastic. Slime tool rod adds durability. This will add a modifier, and then there's cobalt. So we will create that. Tinker, look at that. Check that out. That's epic. Alright, so the next step. What do you want to do next? Okay. Well, let's start out with the basics. Lapis lazuli. Nether star. We're going to grab up some of this stuff. I am not a big fan of auto repair, so I won't put it on this tool. What I will do is, if I can find any, there's a lava crystal. It's gonna be a really long video because I'm gonna do this. Shop. Let's see. We might need to grab some stuff out of this shop. Oops. Just did that, didn't I? Buy items, and then, yep. That's enough of that. Let's back out. Let's grab some lapis lazuli. And this one we're going to want to grab a lot of, because we're going to use up a lot of it. The first thing we're going to do is max out some stuff. So what we're going to do here is we want to make, plus I just need it for extra tools that I'll be making later. Alright, so get back into our tool modifier here. We're going to go bam, bam. Alright, see that right there? That's a modifier. It takes up one slot, 18 of 450. Now let's go over here and do this. It's got reinforced 2. It's got luck on it. As you can see, what it's doing is like it's jumping up about 18 points, which is 9 and 9, of course. One item is 1 point technically. So let's do this all the way up. And we should hit with just this. We will find out now. Yep, we did. Alright, so that's got full fortune 3 on there. So we'll leave that in there and we'll go back into here. And that should leave us 2. I want to say I have to go back into the shop and grab some more. Yep, we are. Now what we'll do is we'll do it like this. We'll just have that. Alright, now, what does redstone do? Redstone adds haste. See, redstone only does it at 10 per, so now at 150 haste is all the haste you need, and even that's going to go faster than that because it had a higher mining speed anyways. But a good mining speed, a decent mining speed, is going to be 23. Oh, whoops, I didn't add that extra one in. I'm sorry. Let's add that in. Alright, good. Now, let's add an extra modifier. Another star, add your modifier, bam. So, what do we have here? We have reinforced 2, which is a high durability mining speed of 26, mining level cobalt. This will mine anything in the game. Anything in the game, right there. 450 lapis, 150 redstone, and lava, which is the auto smelt. Now, what we could do, let me see if I've got everything we need here. Hang on. We'll need that for later. Let me see if we have the tools needed for the diamond. Well, I know I've got diamond, or I know I've got enough for one more. You can add up to gold, cobalt, manual, tin, bronze, copper, obsidian. So we do have obsidian. Good. Not the one I need this one right here. What I'm going to do is grab the large plate, and we're going to put that back. I know I'm going excessively long into this, but I want to show you all the best possible way, you know, in my opinion, the best way to make a good weapon, or a good tool in this case. Alright, so we got that. Go in and knock out that. Hit that. Come on, give me. Alright. So what we're going to do is, because I don't have... What I'm going to do is go back into here. Bam. 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 That adds another modifier to it. So we're going to grab this. Oops. No, grab it. Come on. We're going to make another one. Just see. I don't know how many of this one will stack. If not, we'll have to grab another one. Alright, I'm going to take that and reinforced 1, which will put us up to reinforced 3. Yeah, so that uses that up. Alright, cool. And ta-da, your first weapon. Or your first mining pick. Now, lava crystal. There we go. Lava crystal is probably the only thing you didn't have access to. as far as knowing how to easily make it. It's 4 blaze rods, 4 fire charges, bucket of lava, fire charges, just coal, gunpowder, and blaze powder to make 3. Anyways, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this Tinker's Construct tutorial beginning. Check back. We'll have more episodes from Milspec Bteam. IP will be in the description below. Make sure you check it out. It's a great community to join. This is Oath, and I'm out.